Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Justin Fields and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Right to the air. Here is Goff. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Oh, good move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Goff on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. Going right back to Fant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. The Steelers at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, Fields finds Pickens outright. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields changing the play. Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Connor is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Detroit getting set to go now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here,
I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now before the ball changes, so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Fields. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fields going to change things up here. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Play action. It's Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you... carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. The Goff's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Goff now to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards. Gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Goff throwing again.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Goff on 1st down.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. Off play action, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Fields on first down. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Now Fields going to move him around. From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run behind center with Cotter.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Wicks.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In motion left comes Williams.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Connor Hayward, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Underwood. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Steelers first down.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Underwood. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it right side to Cooper. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Goff now looks to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10, and in for the Lions touchdown.
Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it... lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On first down, Underwood. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now Goff on first down.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 4.
Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. This is caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.